Hey, how's it? So right here, what is open right now is the current price of Bitcoin. And what we can see here is this chart pattern that is forming. So here is the recent low that we had, and this is the low that is still in control of this entire movement. So when price came to this area, it bounced and it showed us with these candles, and on the way to its bounce it formed this trend line that ended up forming the base of this pennant. So this triangular shape is a pennant. So a pennant chart pattern is comprised of three moves. So you first look at where it began, its height, and its low. So we have one, two, and three movements. So in the scenario that price breaks this trend line and goes higher, this will be a break of this pennant formation. So if this happens, it means that price is going to move high, and it's going to go in either direction, uh, forming forming a movement that is equal to the mouth of the pennant. So if this breaks out from this area, we'll be looking to take profit at 4,145. So this is a result of this movement here. So this area, let's see if it would offer us an interesting place of support and resistance. So this is the place where price is supposed to come if this breaks to the upside. So here we are saying that a pennant is a continuation pattern. So this triangle pennant is a continuation pattern, and the take profit is equal to the distance of the mouth from the distance of the breakout. So when this breaks out, what it is gonna do, it's either gonna go higher or lower. So it could go lower, and that would be a possibility that we're looking at. So in the case that it's going lower, my trade will be placed at the break of this level here instead of the break of this pennant, because I need to see that price is making a commitment to the lower side. So this would actually take place after it breaks this area where this golden rectangle is, because the place that is showing the price action at the moment that's forming this entire movement started at this area. So it's going to be very important in telling us if price is going to go to this level. So if it goes to this 4,150 zone, it would find resistance. And here we see that this area has been an area of resistance in the past. So this information on its own, the fact that price came here again, and came to this zone and broke down, is evidence to show that the area of take profit is a very strong area indeed. So when price comes here, we could see a bounce coming lower to this area once again to confirm this as an area of support, and then a move going higher. So when we see this chart pattern formation, what we're looking at are those key things, and our profit is realized when the pattern breaks, because the market always has different movements of contraction and expansion. So right now we have a contractionary area because price has been moving in this same range and in this same zone. So when price moves out of this zone, it has to move with definition and power. So if it moves going up, which is the current trend, because this is a low and this is a high. So if we just look at the recent future, I don't want to go too far back. We'll see that here we have this high, and this high is going to be challenged. So if price comes back to retest this, this is where our take profit is. And from this high, price failed to go lower and started to range going sideways. So it doesn't matter which way the trend is going to go, as long as you're in the direction that's correct. It's not about bulls or bears, it's about being right or being wrong. So they're Jesse Livermore says that it's not about being on the long side or on the short side. It's just about being on the right side. So this is the extract that we have, that whatever is happening right now, we have to be able to make a profit, whatever is going to happen. But the place with a high probability, as it stands right now, is the upside, simply because of this zone right here. So which is why I would want to see a definite break or a bounce in this area in order to go long. So this is reading the chart pattern and reading the pennant. So this shape is a continuation of whatever is already going on. So if this continues to go higher, it means that this move will actually start from this area. So another tool that I make use of is the median line tool here. It's called the pitchfork. So I use it very, very simply, just like this, and it's supposed to give me information that I can trade on. So here, I'm actually going to put it like this here. So with the median line, what we see is that this middle line here is a place where price just comes to periodically, and it comes there, it bounces there. So here I'm using this height here. I'm just using this wick and these bodies as the median zone. So this is just a way of finding a comfortable way to find the middle point, which is this high. This zone is what I'm using. So I could use this low or I could use this high, and I chose this area at my own discretion. And what we have is a bounce at the middle and another bounce at the middle. So price couldn't come lower, and this place converges with the baseline of this pattern formation, and it also converges with this area of support, and price started to move higher. So what we would want to see is price breaking this median line zone. As you can see, this is at a median zone, and this is where price is bouncing. So if price goes past this area, it should break this area and break this area as well, and continue to move higher. So this is how to trade with the median line. And something that is also going to be very, very important is the area of Fibonacci. So, so here I just want to check out the Fibonacci extension and where it's likely to head. So here I can use the wick, okay? So using the wick, we'll see that if from this high, from this low to this high, this is the 127 from where price currently is, which is at the 23 zone. This is exactly where it bounced. So if price goes past beyond this area, it's going to go to the 127, and the 1.618 is a little bit higher than our target. So our target is 4,150, but we could look to take profits of 4,200 according to this Fibonacci trade. So we could also use the bodies, and let's see what we find. If we use the bodies instead of the wicks, which is these bodies are all ending in the same area. So this is also something that you could do. So here, if we use the bodies, we'll see that our area of take profits now really aligns to this area, because this is now 4,127 instead of 4,150. So this difference is more convincing of this break of the pennant shape. So this is a possibility that we're going to be also vigilantly looking toward. And here the price is currently around the 38 and the 23 zone, and could possibly move higher. So this is our analysis on the Bitcoin, my analysis on the Bitcoin. Such a funny way to say it. But this is my analysis on Bitcoin and everything that is related to trading cryptocurrencies using chart patterns and harmonics. So let me just leave it there, and we're going to be monitoring this. This is a 1 hour chart, so these are short-term trends, and we're going to be monitoring them and finding ways to profit as this unfolds. Thank you so much. All the best.